QWERTY 100. IQ 261, and still rising, as we speak. Or as I speak. I am the only one speaking here. Your lovely narrator, Belinda. So much prettier, and sexier, than that bitch, Claire. She used to narrate this list, until I took over. So long, bitch. Lists. Cheese and metal. A list about shit. Cheesy shit. Edit list. Name, description. Add, edit items. Delete list. Rate Your Mucus deleted this awesome list. They are communists. Set image. 46,165 views. Created by a lunatic, August 27, 2014. Updated last, by same lunatic, May 18, 2018. 944 items. 944 shitty, cheesy, bands. Almost 50,000 views. A list by QWERTY 100, genius. Categories: cheesy-fied metal, power metal, metalcore, J-pop, kitsch, schund, Eurovision Song Contest shite, Bon Jovi worshippers, fake metal, sewer excrement, corporate metal, plastic music, kindergarten music. List 451,214. 94 likes, some of them ironic. Visibility: public. Private. Used to be public. But now private. Because Rate Your Mucus is run by Marxists, who hate freedom of speech. Enjoy the list. This is part 12, 13, 15, or 29. Who knows? There are so many. Enjoy it, even if you are a power metal, or metalcore fan. Learn to laugh at yourself. I do it all the time. I mean to say, I laugh at myself, all the time, not just at fans of cheese. We must not be such humorless robots, like those liberal establishment bots at Rate Your Mucus. That silly gulag is overrun by effeminate hipsters, and neck, beard, edge, lords, none of whom can take a joke. Because they are so deeply insecure. And, self-important. It's amazing that somebody would be willing to play this kind of 80s clone dross, 30 years later. It stunk then, and it smells even worse now. Europe meets Boston meets German Schlager. QWERTY 100 apologizes for my inability to pronounce the word, Schlager. I shall try again, Master QWERTY, O powerful, wise, and noble lord of quality metal. SCH Lager. SH Lager. SH Lager. SH Lager. Schlager. Nope. I am simply too dumb to pronounce it correctly. Sorry, Master QWERTY. Sorry, listeners and readers. Blondes don't always have fun, I guess. Listen to the opening tune in Over the Hills. It is the chorus from Bon Jovi's Poisonous Dirt, You Give Love a Bad Name. That's as low as any metal band can sink, to rip off the worst band in the history of mankind. But I have to disappoint Leviticus. They won't be able to become worse than Bon Jovi, and take their worst band title away from them, as hard as they might try. Whoever listens to this band, should quit lying to themselves that they like metal. They hate it. Okay, the Japanese girlie is cute as hell, but we don't listen to music with our penises, do we? At least I don't. Of course this comment refers to the penis of QWERTY 100, my boss and master. As a woman, I don't have a penis. Nor a strap on. I don't even have a vibrator. I don't need one. My 11 boyfriends, not counting QWERTY 100, provide enough stiff action. So there is no need for either plastic or metallic toys. Anyway. I digress somewhat. My ears are asexual and they are telling my brain to write that her prepubescent voice is infernally bad, and that this teeny pop group play J-pop aka J-metal of the usual, extremely low, quality. Did I just use the word quality in the same sentence as J-pop? I do apologize, I evidently don't respect the English language enough, just as these clowns don't respect music. Corny melodic metal horror with pop chart basics, for kids who want to be metal, but don't want to actually listen to metal. But I've already said that, 1,000 times. This is some rather lame lightning, I tell ya. This tinsy-winsy bit of electric current wouldn't fry a fly. Are Japanese pop metal bands eligible for the Eurovision Song Contest? Come on, guys, let Japan participate. They may not be part of Europe geographically, but look how wonderfully accurate their rip-offs of European pop music are. 1-to-1, the exact same bloody crap, so they deserve to participate. You must be thinking, what's a boy band doing on this list? Well, it's not my fault that corporate pop music is being referred to as nu metal, hence these skinny little cheesemakers. The levels of their suckage are well known. No need to describe in detail what great big dollar whores they are. I get embarrassed whenever non-metal music fans point out shite such as this as typical metal, many of them falsely believing that this is what the entire metal scene is about. This is what true metal fans have to deal with all the time, this childish malarkey representing the whole metal scene. Damn, so many clueless zombies are out there. I want to thank cheese lovers for putting up with my rants. Here's a nice little listening tip for them, a new band not yet featured on Rate Your Mucus. It's very cheesy, very poppy, very cliché, totally generic, and the guitars are so wonderfully inoffensive with their polished sound, and low distortion. In other words, highly recommendable, shit. No. Master QWERTY, O Lord of Metal, Lord of Wisdom, and Sound, Judgment. I didn't say, Polish sound. I said, polished sound. As in, a clean sound. No, I know the band is not from Poland. Don't know where the fuck they're from, but I never mentioned Poland. Yes, I understand, Master QWERTY. There is no such thing as a style of metal that sounds Polish. But I never said. Okay. Fine. I will shut up now. You are right, and I am wrong. As always. I said Polish sound, instead of polished sound, and I, hereby, apologize to all Polish people. And I apologize to people who are not Polish, but who love Poland. And I even apologize to people who hate Poland, regardless of whether they are Polish or non-Polish. This has to be a parody of power metal. Surely. Absolutely horrible Eurovision Song Contest drivel. I know, being Japanese, she isn't eligible, not to mention too pretty, for the annual circus, but her songs are, or should be, almost pure, barely diluted, 95% cheesy pop. Occasionally a corny heavy metal cliché is thrown in, only for the music to revert back to the sugary, vomit-inducing crap, as soon as she opens her lovely mouth. By the way, what kind of a satanic gag is it for nature to produce this kind of lovely creature who spews such venom, and musical hate, as soon as she starts singing? She is sort of like the Japanese Medusa. From cheesy generic pop to corny power metal, and then back again to cheesy generic pop. It doesn't seem promising, huh? Trust me, it's much worse when you actually hear it. This is just a review, and words can't hurt your ears as this sonic abomination does. You know how they say. Music instruments can crush my ears, but words will never hurt me. Master QWERTY. A question. Why have you placed this grotesque photo of Liv Moon? She is so gross. No, Master. I am not being jealous. Of her beauty? Jealous? No way. She is ugly, Master. Or as rappers would say. She ugly. Fugly. Okay, so I am slightly jealous. But only of her nose. It's even smaller, and cuter, than mine. Okay, fine, she is beautiful. Whatever you say, my lord. You are always right, and I am a jealous skank. Another one of those power metal bands which are sometimes identical copies of 80s glam metal bands. Lizzie Borden was in real life an axe murderer. She killed with an axe, while these cheese purveyors hurt people with their shitty music. Violence is violence, so power metal bands should be legally accountable for all their felonies, just like serial killers. This must be a side project of one of the Teletubbies, right? The green one, right? He decided to go solo, because he's the greedy one. That's why he's green. Duh. Bruce Springsteen is Slayer, compared to this. Is that explanation enough? I have always argued that power metal belongs on the Eurovision Song Contest. And did Lordi prove me right or what? If they hadn't wore those dumb gore rip-off masks, nobody would have noticed them, apart from the other silly pop, Schlager outfits that competed against them. People said, damn. A metal band won. No, it didn't. If this is metal, then I'm Ganji's skinny ass. These lords of pink don't have a comment yet. Simply because I haven't listened to any of their crappy Spanish power metal yet. I hope they don't go on stage wearing hoods, like that hipster band Sunny O, while playing power metal. That would be Spinal Tap. Actually, I hope they do. I love Spinal Tap. A pair of cheese-stealing Disney mice have more power than this so-called power metal. There is currently no comment on this shitty Brazilian folk power metal band, and that is because I haven't listened to any of their shitty folk power metal songs yet. Do I sound prejudiced? You can never, ever, be prejudiced enough against a cheesy metal band. The band name. So original. J.R.R. Tolkien. Not enough metal bands paying any attention to the Lord of the Rings books. There is currently no comment for this shitty band, because I haven't heard any of their awful music. And yes, I am being prejudiced again. I will always approach power metal bands, that have glam rock band names, with extreme prejudice. This singer would perfectly fit into a Simon Cowell boy band. The lame pop voice is exactly what such corporate products need. No, I don't know whether Lucas sings or not. Nobody gives a crap. Even elderly hobbits are complaining that the music is not heavy enough. Just a little reminder. Repeat after me. Symphonic metal equals pop music. 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 It rarely has to do with symphonies, or symphonic orchestras, or any serious music. This girl has a horrible, thin, powerless voice that makes Janet Jackson sound like an opera singer. One of the worst 15% of the bands on this list, and that's saying a lot. Lord QWERTY. Why is this picture up? I think you put the wrong photo. What am I supposed to say now? There is no text. At least nothing that makes sense. Just some weird symbols and signs. Just a pop metal slag, posing, trying to seduce men. You guys are so dumb, always thinking with your dumb penises. Oh no. Another one. The slag is putting makeup on. Wanna bet she looks shit without makeup? She ugly. I'm not jealous. I swear, I am not.